Hey guys, Yoshi here. Today, I'm going to show you squid submissions. Sometimes I use a lapel guard, like a squid guard, in order to stop my opponent. Then once I can put his knees on the mat, there's been a lot of options, especially there are a lot of chance I can attempt submission. So what I'm going to show you is can't choke and armbar. Alright, squid guard from the close guard. In the previous video, I showed a weight attack from double under. That one, I only start with like breaking a posture down. But sometimes I cannot make it happen, as it is a good job. He's already making a good posture like this, especially for abs. Once he set up posture like this, I can no longer break it. That's why I either give up to switch to open guard or some kind of leg hug, like a K guard, like a squid guard. That's what I want to do. So in this situation, I just want to feel the lapel first on this side, like this. Then I want to see how I feel off the lapel. This time he's getting tacked in like this. That's why if you just pull it to your side or to the side like this, you cannot pull it out. In order for you to pull it out, it needs to be going up like this. This is how to feel it off. Then if it stacks his like material, you can temporarily open your legs like this. But I want you to be careful not open too much, otherwise he's be able to breach my close guard. That's why just like a little bit like this. You keep and pull it down. Then once you feel it off like this, you're ready for it. So you grab the lapel with the diagonal side of the hand like this. Then you're gonna make the leg hugs like under her control. So from this position, arms the bridge. Look how I put my head on the mat, back of the head like this. Then as if I push his belly with my hips like this. I can slightly make the gap between me and him because of this. At the moment, I place my hips between me and him. That's why he cannot directly apply pressure on my upper body. Like I'm in a different layer. Then from this position, I look for the underhook. So I slide my hand under my back like this. Then I'm gonna do in 3 steps. First, I wanna get my arm deep as much as possible. I don't hold his leg yet. Once I get it in, I fall on the mat as if I'm pulling my knees slightly like this. Plus, I move my body to the side. Then I can make this one like this. The position itself is not that strong. Definitely he is still active. Right after he got pulled like this, he wants to posture up for sure. But it's okay. I made the first condition. Once I make this one, I'm gonna pass the lapel. This is the most difficult part in this technique. As you can see, it seems like it needs to go over the arm, but it's not realistic. Most of the time, I just put my hand in. When the time I do this movement, he may release the hand like this. This should be the natural reaction. That gives me a space to the next action. This may be a little similar to the K-guard motion. It's like attempting some kind of fake action to encourage me to posture up. Once he pushes up, I can pass in it. Then, in this type of squid guard, it's not necessary to make the like super tight grip. Somehow you just want to make the connection like this. This is good enough. Once I make it, I make the pretty good control that I can hold his left leg. So from this position, I don't even need to stick to close guard anymore. I open my legs, then I start making the angle. This may be quite similar to the regular squid guard structure, but it's more like a stopping him in this position. As you can see, I've already connected the lapel. That gives him hard time to move side to side. Even this time, he still stays in kneeling base. That's gonna be great advantage for me to do the further action as well. All right, the first one is the can't choke. Okay, from this position, he should be still making a posture like this. So for the movement, first I just want to look for the collar grip on the far side. This time, I just simply get my thumb inside to grab the collar. Then I want to see that this is gonna be an important part in order to make the good choke. So I put my blade on his neck. In order for me to do it, I get my thumb inside, then I adjust. It may be a little difficult to do since he has a posture. In that case, I make it in a couple of sets, a couple of actions. So from this, I pull on it. But it's not realistic to do that with only my arm. That's why I will swing my leg like this. So as I pull him down with swinging it, I can get deeper. I do one more. I swing and pull as if I'm hanging on him. Then once I can make the angle, I let it forward. Then next one is the most toughest one in this technique. I want to put my leg behind his neck. But as you can see, in this angle, it's pretty difficult to do that. That's why, as if I try like a last technique, it's like make an angle, like a good collar grip like this. The once I can come around this type of angle, I can see the ear from the side. It's like an armbar angle. I'm gonna raise my hips up. Then I will put right behind my knee joint on back of his neck. I do bicycle kick, then raise my hips up like this. Then I make a lock. In this situation, I want to see that how I make the perfect angle. Like I said, like behind my knee needs to be right behind his neck. It's like right behind scapular. And then I bend my knee. As I do so, there's been a similar structure as making a triangle lock with my hand, his collar, and my leg. So here's a portion, now I cannot reach it. As I point him down, I make this type of angle. Once I make the angle, I raise my hips up to hold it like this. Then from this, I drop down my heel to the floor as if bending my knees. And then I slightly pull in it. This is pretty tight lock. Either I can keep him at this position, or if he pushes up, I can chase him. Then I apply the pressure. So how to apply the pressure is using my hamstring on this side. Then from far side, I use my wrist. This is a counter choke from squid guard. The next one, I should counter-attack against his reaction. Okay, next one, counter-attack. I always like to consider actual reaction. Let's say in this technique, I want to do the action like this. So his reaction is like trying to go back to good posture. Or once he notices what I want to do is a counter choke, he wants to stop my mobility. So he may control my leg when the time I do this action like this, either on the edge or around my knee joint. Then today, let's do with a knee joint grip like this. Then I can still look for it once I can cut the grip like this. But most of the time, he should be really like making a tight grip like this. Yeah, it's like a stiff arm. But this is a great chance for me to be able to switch to the armbar. As you can see, what he likes to do is keep my right knee away from me, and then he can take off my mobility. So it's gonna be pretty difficult for me to do the last technique. But like I said, this is a great chance for me to switch to the arm lock, just because he's exposing the arm completely. Then before I switch to the attack, I just still want to do some kind of fake motion, like attempting a choke like this. As I swing my leg, he sticks the grips more and more. Then once it's ready, I want to switch the grip from his collar grip to his elbow joint. Then I want you to see that I pull my knee towards my shoulder like this. Then his right hand is getting close to my armpit. From now, this is gonna be the most difficult part of this technique. I grab his elbow with my hand, like making a C grip, then forearm and elbow, I wanna cover below his elbow like this. Once I set up, I shoot my leg as if I'm doing a bicycle kick. That I can make the perfect angle. Look. Right after cut, his hand comes right under the armpit. This is the perfect situation I can switch to the armbar. Then from this position, I'll do something similar movement as like last one. I raise my hips up. Then the best case scenario, I wanna pass my leg right behind his neck. This is the armpit armbar, like one of brutal submissions armbar. From this, after I go like this, I close my elbow, then I raise my hips up like this. Then sometimes when I do this movement, I may not be able to keep on holding his elbow properly. He starts pulling up, or from this, he pushes up. In this situation, there is a gap, you can see that, which is not good for me. If I stick to the armpit armbar, he is be able to pull his arm out with pushing up like this. So against this movement, on the counter armbar, it's like the Americana. Since I cannot feel the gap between me and him anymore, I do the reverse hip escape, as if I coming back in front of him. Even this time, he automatically wants to turn his legs in order for him to relieve the pressure. It's like hitchhiker escape. I won't even use this reaction. I cut, then go up. There's a gap like this. So from now, I scoop my hips, look. Yeah, he slightly turns his legs like this, then I make the Americana frame. Then in this technique, I want you to be careful that please scoop hips slowly. If you do with the full motion, that's gonna be pretty big pressure, like huge pressure you're going to apply on opponent. So here, like this. He may even pull his elbow, this type of structure. He can no longer relieve the pressure. That's why when you finish, you just scoop your hips slower, then submit. All right, now let's try the whole sequence from the entry to the count choke and armbar. So he makes a good posture that I can no longer break his posture down. Now I shift to lapel work. I just feed it off. By the time I feed it off, I put it up, not to my side. Once I feed it off, I grab the edge. Next, I raise my hips up to make the two layers like this. Then on the bottom layer, I get my arm in. Then by the time I get my arm in, first, I get close to him. Then I pull my knees as if I drag him forward slightly. Then I hold his leg. Definitely from this position, he wants to come back, like push up, but it's okay. I just pass the lapel like this. Once I pass, I open my legs, then start making the angle like this. Then this is looking similar to the car safeguard or cross safeguard, my favorite position. As long as I keep the structure, I won't get past. Then can't choke. Since it's good posture, I want to break it down. So action, I get my thumb inside the glove like this. Then I don't think I can now break his posture down with my arm. That's why from this position, I swing my leg as if I falling on my left shoulder. I do a couple of times, then I make the perfect frame. This time I do back in a pose. He pushes up, then I bring him down like this. Then maybe in the next one, when the time I break him down, break his posture down, I switch to a choke. Bring down to I come up like this. Then either I can keep him at this level or he pushes up, or I'll do squeeze, like using my hamstring and collar grip. Then next one, I do this type of movement that's really annoying him. That's why he wants to stop it like this. Then I want to see that how I make the perfect coordinate. This is not great yet. There's been a gap between me and his arm. If I attempt a motion, action, I may be able to cut the grip, but as soon as I cut, it's too much space. That's why I want to get my knees close to my shoulder as much as possible. As if I do the last motion like this, he wants to stop me. Then when it's ready, I pull my knee, then I hold. Even from now, I want to do it in one motion. Next motion is a completely opposite direction from this side. That's why I cut, I extend my leg like doing a bicycle kick. Then I swing my leg up. If I can keep the structure, I finish the armbar. Sometimes he may push up. In this case, as if I do a reverse hip escape. That's gonna be the V1, like Americana armbar, by scooping the hips. All right, this is how to submit opponents with a squid guard. Especially squid guard is very easy to control opponent, as you can see. Hope it works for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next one. Bye. What should I say? This is how to use squid guard. This is how to submit opponent from squid guard.